So in my last video, I addressed stuff about things being illegal, like drugs, for example. Um, Another problem is the way firearms are regulated. With the NFA Act, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They made machine guns pretty much illegal, well, heavily regulated, to keep them from getting in the hands of the mafia back in the 20s. Since then, I believe there's only been one crime committed with machine guns. Up until May of 85, you could buy a new machine gun. Now the ones that are available are from that point back. So machine guns are still technically legal, and I'm pretty sure there's only been one instance where it was used to commit a crime. I think a husband killed his wife for cheating on him. Kind of makes me think of that book, Germania, and what they did. Anyways, but we also had things like suppressors on it, and short-barreled rifles, and some dumb things. If you were to put a forward grip on a pistol, you could go to prison, because that's under the NFA Act, known as any other weapon. Kind of stupid. Things like that don't make a whole lot of sense. Suppressors don't make guns silent. Does the muffler in your car make it silent? Makes it quieter. The same person who came up with the suppressor made the muffler. Hiram Maxim. He's the guy who made the Maxim gun, the machine gun used in the Great War by our side and the British. Actually, if you watch hunting shows from the UK, you'll see that all the hunters have suppressors on their rifles. It is required. And knowing how strict gun laws are over there, it's sort of ironic that suppressors are something required for them to use, whereas over here, you've got to either get the chief law enforcement officer to sign off on some paperwork or get an NFA trust, and then wait 5 months for the paperwork to go through, if not longer, for the paperwork to go through with the ATF to get something that makes your firearm bigger and heavier, but quieter. It's almost like you're being punished for trying to do the right thing. There's a video of me using a suppressor on a 308 AR at a range, and you'll find it is not silent. It'll allow you to shoot it without earplugs maybe, but it's not silent. It's just like using a car. You ever try and drive a car with a cracked exhaust? Probably need earplugs. The other one I mentioned was short-barreled rifles, or just long guns in general, I guess. So why would you want one of those? Hunting guides would have a use for those. Have something quick and easy to grab hold of should they need it in a pinch, like for dangerous game. People who hunt like wild boar and brush, something small and handy, as well as for home defense. It makes sense. I think that probably got regulated because of people in the mafia back in the 20s using it like the Tommy gun, using something small and compact to, kill each other with. But that's just the government trying to throw their weight around. Wasn't really a good solution. And now look at with the AR pistols with the stabilizer braces that you can use on your shoulder with. There's kind of no point in even having short-barreled rifles on the NFA because of that. It kind of avoids any reason of that at all. And I mentioned how with pistols, if you were to put a forward grip on one, you could go to prison without even knowing you're doing anything wrong. Because some gangsters back then had pistols with forward grips on them. And I know one time it would have actually required some kind of machining and specialized work, but nowadays there's Picatinny rails on modern day pistols, and like a magpul forward grip or like a flashlight would easily go on one of those, and it could, cause someone a lot of trouble. It's not like you'd be going out of the way to do something bad. Just, hey, I have an idea, and then next thing they know, they could be in trouble. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Kind of goes back with taking options away from people. It's not really a good thing. There's no logical reason for something like that. To punish someone for that, I mean.